So we're here at the garden centre.
Il y a quand même des fleurs, il y a quand même, c'est joli.
Oui.
Tardif.
Tardif.
Tardif, mais joli.
La semaine prochaine,
Ça va être...
tout va être ensemble.
C'est vrai.
Bah oui.
Ah bon, je voyais arriver.
A lot of plants.
This is my son's
C'est
tomatoes.
semi. Que c'est beau.
He's a good dog. So we've come for a Victoria plum. Three there.
Une bonne idée.
Pour moi, c'est une plante.
Oh, I will do that.
What's this?
Oui, oui, oui.
Du coup, ils sont venus.
Ils considèrent qu'il n'y a jamais de mauvaise herbe. Non, 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 elle est tout à fait là. Oh, c'est ça, c'est magnifique. Oh. Et comment vous l'appelez celle-là?
A blue lupin as well, unusual. So now we are going to see the Castle Valmat and the farm. Very beautiful. So we're still in the Haute Vienne. It's so like Switzerland here. Beautiful. Look at this vast views and countryside.
Avec plaisir. Ah, c'est gentil.
Thanks, Emma. More chapeaux for you.
Yes. Ah, I could bring this one.
good. So Anne-Marie has cooked me the endives and jambon I've been waiting for. I have not had this now for 15-20 years, since my friends in Aveyron cooked it for me. So here we are in her garden with a little sunshine today, just enjoying the cuisine française. Ancient cherry tree, I think. Beautiful. Here standing like a signal tree in this beautiful French countryside. Well, here we are down at Simon's pond and lake again. We've got the trout in now. He's got the trout in, both brown and rainbows. So we're going to have a little bit of fishing in a moment. We've just got some logs to help with the tables after he so kindly got me those big logs for doing the owl later, carving the owl. Here we've got wild onions. We're now in mid-April and all of the flowers are just starting to come out. Simon's just getting the battery off the tractor to get it charged up at home, and the wild orchids are out here as well. Well, I've got my logs for the tables to go by the bench now, so I'll just get my tackle out for a couple of hours. Here we are again, but unfortunately I've just discovered the worms I got have gone off. I hadn't realised how, I don't know. I've got to get some more, so I've just got maggots and lure today, worm with the job, to see if these fish are still interested. As you can see, some little stuff for bait for later. Put these in the fish tank, 2nd of June, and then well, only half a dozen small roach or so this first time, without the worms. Not much chance of bigger stuff. It's just nice to make a start. Beautiful day. I've only got a couple of hours here today. Well, I've got my little plum tree in here now. We've finished the bench. I've put a few tables up. We'll take a look at the other side in a moment. Vines just coming out here. We have wires around the bottom of these hazel trees to make sticks later, so they'll be twisty. Got a lot of new plants in all along here now, and here, and also down here. And the first seeds to come through are the radish, as they always are, just showing through down here, look. Well, there we are. We've got the bench made, 2 tables on, and I can sit here and I can paint and I can just relax now. And I've got this new tree in here which will just balance things out, and another new one down the bottom. For me, this garden is done. Just got to let the plants grow, keep it watered, and tidy up and keep on just nurturing it over the summer. We've established a design, I think. Well, tonight I have Lynn and Brian around, and I'm doing something a little bit different. He likes Spanish food, and I managed to get some octopus the other day in the supermarket. So this has now been boiled for an hour, simmered for an hour, and then left in the hot water for another half an hour, and it is beautifully tender, just like chicken. In this pan we've got parboiled potatoes, sliced and diced, with some tomatoes, and over here in the pan I've got some hot chorizo, some spicy chorizo, which I'm going to add. It doesn't have to be spicy, but I like a bit of spice. Even though this delicate flavour of the octopus is very nice, I think it'll be a good foil against it. We then mix all of this up, put some olive oil into this already, and we flash fry it up in the pan all together, mix it all up to get the flavours working together, and that should be a meal in itself. There we go, what's ready to be mixed together with the potatoes when they arrive. Which won't be long. Now to prepare the sweet and the rest of the table. So the melange is now cooking for my 2 friends, and we'll see how it tastes. Well guys, it's not bad, is it?
No. It's really delicious.
It's come out quite well, that. Lovely and tender.
Really
that recipe.
Really enjoying it. Tender.
Good. With all that wine and everything else we're doing, sangria we've had too with it.
Yeah, that's gone, that's finished.
Cheers.
That's it.
As you can hear, the fish tank's going on behind here now. And I'm going to record this because it's probably the first time in 40 years that I've actually done some ironing or something like that. I hate ironing, I don't see any point in it. Most of my time I'm just going around flopsy, just like my own body. And well, in this case, my best trousers have to be done because they're all creased up and have to be washed. So I'm going to have to use an iron. Oh my God! Here are Rosie. This is something you'll not see much, as you well know. I'm actually going to iron out these white trousers of mine and get the creases out. So there's some. Well, the sun's shining and all the fruit blossom is out there now, and I'm dying to get outside. And I'm just getting ahead of myself here now, getting sorted out, and I want to get out and paint all this lovely blossom. So I've got my palette worked out. It's very exciting now. It took me a while just to clean out all the palettes ready here again, and let me show you these lovely colours we're going to use. Just get a load of that, isn't that gorgeous? Plenty of colour there for me, although I do need some more ultramarine blue, and I need some darker Prussian really. I've got black in there, that's one colour I've just got to put in because I might need it. There we are then, the addition of black. All the others are deep colours, so fantastic. Well, here I am in the gardens at last, and I promised myself for years, ever since I've been here, that I would try and catch the early enough spring to do some of these cherry and apple blossoms and so on in my own garden. Well, there we are then, first one of this summer, spring, they blossom. I'll have a couple more yet and loosen up a bit more, but it's got me going anyway. Well, the river's looking a lot better. It's still not as high as it should be, but not bad. Well, there we are then, got that one done, and it's a bit figurative. I shall loosen up more with them yet, but at least it's got me started. Now, I'm about to do some more cooking. We're going to make some curry pasties today, and also I'm doing my usual pot slow casserole, but we've got some of the leeks in the garden from this year that came through winter. But outside here now, you've been seeing my paintings recently of the blossom, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Just look at this. I'm going to lunch down my friends in a minute, so I can't stop, but I would paint this scene straight away if I had the chance. I haven't got the time for that. Let's get these little leeks of mine from the garden, overwintered here, into my casserole. Making a liver and sausages casserole this time. The sausages from England, very different to the French sausages. And the curry pasty, we bought some flaky pastry in the supermarket. I'm going to cheat. But I don't do much baking, so it'd be interesting for me to see how they come out. It's something my father used to make years ago. Some minced beef in here, and if there's any excess I can have it with mashed potato. So we're going to chop up some onions, put it into the mince and add the various flavourings, and then we'll wrap those, cook those and wrap them up in the pastry and bake. We'll dice up some potatoes and carrots to go in as well. They want to be cut much more finely for this sort of job than they would for the casserole. Nice English sausages in there from our local butcher. I'm going to need a larger pan. Mix all this up now before we put oil in and the flavourings now before it even starts to cook. Right then, we'll get this going and put the olive oil in there to cook it up. Maybe a wee bit of water. In the meantime, meat's ready for the casserole. Nice traditional fare. Take a few stock cubes into this as well, should do it. Add the garlic this time. I like a nice rich casserole. Don't like them too bland. There we are with the addition of a little water. And that's nicely simmering away now. That's now on. And our curry is giving delicious smells. Nice light. I'm going down to Rose and Phil's for lunch. And on my way, there's a green lizard here on the road. A lovely big green lizard. Phil's. And Clive has arrived, and Clive joined me last year. He's bought a place this year, a bit of help from us. How you doing, Clive? You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Got a lovely house there, haven't you?
Yeah, very nice, but lots of work.
Yeah. How far have you got?
Well, I've painted 2 chairs and a wall.
But you've made a bed.
And almost put a shelf up.
And there's Rose again. Nice to see you again, Rose. Santé, cheers, love. Yeah. And Phil, he does a usual sign with his hands, I expect.
Cheers. I'll loosen it.
So it's all a group of pals, yeah. You've done us proud, haven't you, Rose? Let's look at that for a spread.
You've been busy.
Lovely. Thanks very much.
See that on the video.
And this is the life of the dog in the sunshine in France.
What was that monster thing that you did, that advert?
Well, it looks like I might get 4 pasties out of this anyway. A little bit of persuasion and stretching. Not the neatest of jobs. No, you just mix that. been better if just one big pasty really, but I think we should just make it. I think if we carefully stretch it, we should just get round. Not quite making it, only just making it. To preheat the oven first. Put these into the oven then. We'll see how we do. First thing, I reckon we can call those done.